ago from watching the Batman. Some of my early thoughts, kind of a quick review. Gotta be honest, but this is such an amazing film. Matt Reaves. This is definitely an interesting film. It's very different from all the other Batman movies we've had, from all the other Batman we've had, and definitely felt like the most Batman film ever done so far. But what I mean by that is Robert Pattinson killed it. Okay, he embraced like one of my favorite Batman storylines, like that type of Batman from the Long Halloween, like that year one. But this is like more of a year two. He's already been Batman just a little bit, and he's embraced that, and he's got a crazy good duality between his Bruce Wayne and his Batman in this film. That they both kind of need each other without necessarily having to, be there for each other. You know, Batman's always been one of those characters that you know him, you know that he feels that Batman is his true self and who he is, whereas Bruce Wayne is more the mask. And in this film, you're getting a very Batman-driven type of story where Bruce Wayne is there, but you're there for the Batman, and you're there on that journey of learning what is happening, and every supporting cast member in this film knocked out the park. Like everyone's action, everyone's personalities, they portray their characters so well. It's so good. It's such an interesting film. It's not what you would expect uh, from any of the past Batman films. You've gotten a certain rhythm of expecting a certain type of action and expecting certain types of things to play out, and you get surprised by what happens with this. Like that's a great thing. Like that's what you want. You want to not know what's coming. I want to know what's happening with the story and see it evolve. And I would love to see this version of Batman evolve and grow into like the perfect type of Batman that we will ever get. Yeah, build it. Ben Affleck Batman is still favorites because that warehouse fight scene he still has like that Arkham vibe, brutal, intimidating. But this one, like we finally got a detective Batman, or Pattinson. This is the type of Batman I've been saying for years we always needed, and they finally did it. Matt Reeves found a way to deliver that type of story and deliver that character, and I can't complain. I freaking loved it. Like everyone that was part of the investigations and Paul Dano's Riddler, like you couldn't have asked for like a more complimentary supporting cast race. Like they all did everything that that they made you believe into their characters. They made you understand where they come from. Each one has like moments that like just draw you in, and you know, it's just freaking crazy. Like the music, oh my god, the music, it is like the heart and soul of the film. It drives certain scenes where you don't even need much dialogue. You just listen in and you take everything that's happening, and the emotion kind of just gets drawn out of you. The action is really good, and every aspect of being Batman was off the fucking charts. Great, like that's what you need in a Batman film. Like I was grinning the whole time. Anytime a really Batman like aspect or reaction would play out, I was rooting for that. I was like, yes, give me that. And there are some really amazing scenes in this film. Um, Definitely, it's a 3 hour movie, almost, but roughly it's like 2 hours and 56 minutes. Um, that I feel like just lets it draw out its artistic vision a little bit longer. Um, so I think they could have cut it down to a little bit toward the end, but honestly, I have no complaints about that. I'll gladly take it in. We need more movies like this, especially from DC. They have these characters that need development, and no one felt rushed into this film. Everyone was organic. They felt part of the movie, and when the camera was on them, like you cared about the character, you cared about what they had to say, you wanted to understand their point of view, and that's exactly what we got. And I am so happy that it's possible. Um, yeah, this was great. It was like an 8 out of 10 for me. Maybe a 9 out of 10. One of my favorite versions of Batman that we ever got. We found out the Detective Batman, and I cannot wait to watch this again. And I hope you guys get to watch it soon too. Try to avoid spoilers. Let all the surprising moments be those surprises because you do not want to spoil yourself trying to figure out like what's happening before actually seeing it play out. Some of these scenes are just so intense that the build up from other parts of the other scenes play out later on, and respects the anticipation, and it's so great. And I can't wait to see what they do next with Matt Reaves. The next one they do. This is gonna have a second movie. You always know that. If the movie this good, needs a second one. I'm still mad that Ben Affleck hasn't gotten his own solo Batman movie because I still want to see that. I know, I've been saying that this is the year of the Bat. We got Batman movie out now, and we get to see Michael Keaton come back as Batman. The Flash movie coming out later this year, and the last time supposedly that we're getting Ben Affleck Batman was also in that Flash movie. But as far as having something new and fresh, having the Batman that we always wanted as a childhood, just coming into adulthood, this is it. This is the Batman, and they did a great job delivering that. And I'm so happy that they were able to pull it off. Um, I the whole every Alfred, um, the Penguin, every single character was so amazing to watch, and I definitely want to go back and watch this film again whenever I have time. But yeah, I'm trying to do a non-spoiler. So many things to talk about. And if you watch the trailer, I will say this: the first time you see this goddamn Batmobile in action, it's almost jaw-dropping, like how they were pull this off. I mean, I was just like, how do you top introductions, right? Like you get character introductions, you get introductions to, like the city and how things get, start off, criminals, but a freaking vehicle, bro. This is one of the best introductions to this vehicle that we've ever got. And also on that note, this is one of the best opening scenes in any Batman movie ever done. Um, you have to watch it. I can't talk about it without spoiling it, and that's a problem because there's so much I want to talk about. Um, yeah, like just that opening is just enough to say, yeah, this movie's solid. Like you can't touch this. This movie's good. But let me know what you guys think. Hopefully, you guys get to watch it soon. It's kind of late out. I got work tomorrow, so I just want to kind of get these thoughts out there. I'm not sure if I've gotten enough of these done for you guys. It's the Batman. I mean, I'm Batman. All right, I have to talk. Have to talk about it. It just has to happen. But definitely let me know if you guys got to watch it. What is your favorite scene without spoiling? What is your favorite scene? Who's your favorite character? Who do you think uh, what do you expect to happen next? Like, what would you like to see next? Like, this is something like it's so good when you get something done right. It's like a quote from like Futurama, right? Like when something's done right, people aren't gonna be sure you've done anything at all. But Matt Reeves definitely delivered, and he needs to get those props. Pattinson, Battinson delivered. He needs to get those props. Zoe Kravitz killed it as Selena Kyle. Like that was, but her performance was so good. Uh, I could talk all day about this, man. And I definitely want to, whenever I find time, to go back and rewatch it again and have like a fresh, lingering memory of scenes. There's so much happening in this movie. Like I said, it was 3 hours. There's so much happening, and the way it flowed, it's like it's still sinking into me, like what I just watched. Um, and I loved every bit of it. Like there's nothing to complain about from my side. Um, Alfred was so good. Definitely wanted a little bit more of him at the end. I'll say that. But other than that, solid movie. 9 out of 10 for me. Could be a 10 out of 10 if I wanted to. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments what's your favorite scene, like I said. Um, and yeah, you guys being here. See you in the next one.